reaching the climax of the night. And that, of course, means Shannon Panoska!
Hi, good evening. My name is Shannon Panoska. I'm an American living in Canberra. I'm studying environmental monitoring. So as you guys probably put together, I'm clinically depressed. Australia, your slang baffles me. I've been here 2 years and I still get thrown off by stuff. I got an email from a teacher who had to cancel class because they were crook. Crook. I figured after a few generations you'd have that out of you by now. So I was at Dimix, and a salesperson came up to me to ask if I needed any help. I said, thanks, I'm browsing. And they said to me, just having a squiz, are ya? I would never squiz in public. So yeah, your slang is rather coarse, but I think you have a lot of beautiful usage that we don't have in the States. For instance, when we get slop all over our face, we use a napkin to wipe it off. But here, if you spill a morsel whilst dining, you use a serviette. That's very fancy, Australia. I love it. My favorite, though, is how you guys use veranda. Veranda. All of your houses have verandas. Even the word, it evokes a beautiful sunset, a warm, cozy home, not far away, highly venomous snakes. Also enjoying the sunset. Sometimes, whilst I'm on my veranda, I watch your birds because your birds are fantastic. Woo! Yes, Australian birds. So I'm not used to how they sound either. They're kind of just like you guys, but birds. They go around warbling and just like straight up screaming. Or sometimes they just laugh their asses off at you. I just think they're great. One of the first mistakes I made, though, when I got here is I called 000 because I thought somebody down the street was being attacked. I heard this terrible screaming. So I called 000. Hi, my name is Shannon. I'm in Bruce, and I think somebody's being attacked. I'm hearing a terrible scream. Oh, yeah? Did it sound like this? Yeah, it sounded just like that. Did somebody already call it in? Yeah, nah. That's a sulfur-crusted cocky. I love learning about your wildlife via emergency services. So I've learned about your galahs. Now, it didn't take me that long to realize that word had two meanings. So first you have your beautiful bird, which is like a nice hot pink and gray cockatoo with a puff pink crest. They're just adorable. And then you have like the bird brains who will just throw trash on the ground when there's a trash can like right there. Are you serious? It's so frustrating. But the smart ones, the birds, they're able to go to a tree and debark it in a circumference, and they call it a bark ring, and it kills the tree. So in 3 years, they can use the tree as a hollow. They think 3 years ahead to make a hollow out of a tree. I can't even remember my keep cup when I go to the coffee shop. I love them. So yeah, and I can't remember the coffee cups, and I'm a mammal, and I've got a mammal brain. and I still forget. It's so frustrating. So I'm gonna pivot here. As a mammal and as an American, I would like to meddle with an election. So the ACT is currently voting for a mammal emblem. That's really fun to say, by the way, mammal emblem. And it's down to 2 candidates. The first are the Eastern Baytongs, and these are marvelous little marsupials. They're like tiny kangaroos who act as environmental engineers. They aerate the soil whilst they're looking for tubers and fungi, and also provide perfect little divots for like local seeds to sprout. They're marvelous. And best of all, they have prehensile tails. Seriously, so these cute little kangaroos that are probably only like 3 kilos, they can hold tussock grasses, and they hop with their tussock grasses and make a beautiful little domed nest with them. And they've been extinct on the mainland for 50 years, except for a few special places here in the ACT. So the tongue is just marvelous. The other one is, it's a rock wallaby that lives on rocks. And it has a tail like a brush, so it's a brush-tailed. I have to admit, I love the rock wallaby too. And they're super important, and that species is just clinging on, especially in the ACT. They're lovely. But their views on prehensile tails is just ridiculous. They don't have one. So, remember, Google ACT mammal emblem and vote for Batongs. Because Batongs rule. Thank you and good night.
I think she should be the mammal emblem. Say it all 3 times. Mammal emblem, mammal emblem, mammal emblem. Shannon Panoska.